Oh! Fun fact, I actually clicked decline when I did that joke last time. It's Crashbandicoot! I'm sort of being able to predict when the global save has been deleted. Also, I think the DLC is messing with this quite a bit. Because it's sort of being like, I'm going to check the global save. So if I do beat this, I'm just going to count it permanently as beaten. Anyway, as usual, over time we're going to get better at it. Some of this will just be muscle memory. One, two, three. Yeah. Okay, wait for the next one. One, two, three. One, two, three. Nope. So, what are my opinions on Friendly Neighbourhood Spider-Man? Because I'm just going to say it in multiple places. I think it's pretty good. Outside of the females Kurt Connors, I think the changes to like races and like genders isn't that bad. Like the character changes aren't that bad. Like obviously I'm not okay with Norman's change because the directors were like, but what if it's the Norman? What if it's not the regular Norman? And as their main reason for it, rather than like whatever. One, two, three. I'm gonna get past this back before I talk more. One, two, three. One, two, three. Because like, I think their actual reason for it is the voice actor is a different race. But like, I hate that reasoning. If you don't know my opinion on the Starfire thing, I don't like the fact that it invaded the Lego games. Not because like, oh, you shouldn't be there, but like because they changed it because of a voice actor. And I don't like that. One, two, three. But there's no reason to change Kurt Connors because I think they gave him a different race as well as a gender, which I don't like. And like, you know, like, I think Friendly Neighbourhood Spider-Man does a good portrayal of Peter Parker, and I really like Lonnie in it. And I like his sort of goth friend. I hope that she's bi rather than just gay, because not because like I want her to get with Peter, but I want there to be a little bit of like, you know, will they won't they stuff to it, rather than just having Peter almost get with Pearl, who's effectively just Mary Jane. Like there's not even like a haha funny to that. She's effectively just Mary Jane. You know. You know, like it's not that like I don't like, you know, certain characters and stuff. Drat! It's not that I don't like certain characters and stuff, right? I think that the extra characters they've added are fine. I just don't like them changing like the race or gender of different characters, because if you don't know, their reasoning apparently is that you don't know if they're going to go with the same path that they went originally, which is really stupid because in the second episode, they basically reveal, what's this timing? They basically reveal that Oscorp in the second episode, at least, is involved with making weapons that supervillains are using to terrorize people. And if they are already revealing that is not good. You know? You know? Like, so their change basically didn't even last for an episode that Norman showed up in. And that's why I don't like it as a change, because it's kind of stupid. Because the change that they wanted to make was that Norman seemed, you know... So I think already they've sort of ruined the potential of having a different Norman, because they basically have already revealed that, like, he is at some level evil. Even if, like, it's not been properly revealed yet, he is effectively evil. Yeah, I did it again. So, yeah, I'm not really liking the changes that they made race-wise. And I think a female Kurt Connors has literally zero reason. Like, there's not even, like, the character that we hired. No. You cannot make the, you can't make the excuse, because it is an excuse, of like, oh, with the best voice actor we found was a different skin color. Like, it just feels weird. Also, here's a random thing. Amanda, I just remember his name was Chow, the intelligent Hulk character, who sometimes is involved with magic stuff, is in this show, which I think is, like, super, super interesting, because they have him. They have some random Wakandan, which I'll get into this in a minute, but they have a random Wakandan, and they have, I think, an Ant-Man related character, because Janet just speaks to me as a Ant-Man character, because you got Janet Van Dyne and you got Janet the Wasp. And I just don't like the fact that Peter is the MCU age range of Peter, where like the Avengers are already established. Like, I don't like this, because Wakandans shouldn't be too early into Peter's, like, story. I don't like the fact of that, if that makes sense. I'm looking at it more of like, okay, let's actually time this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dropped. Like, I don't like the idea that, like, Peter is already maybe dealing with, like, some of the Avenger characters. That I do love Chow. I like the fact Chow's there. Chow is the one example where, like, I'm okay with him being early, because Chow works quite well. I think he's the only one that doesn't feel weird, you know? Like, having a Janet character who could be Ant-Man related feels weird. I feel like if you're going to do, like, Peter's with, like, some kiddie Avengers sort of case, a new age Avengers, I'd rather it be Miss Marvel, even if she isn't as intelligent, but I am happy that Miss Marvel isn't there, because I don't see her as an intelligent character to the level of, like, she should be in Oscorp. Like, I found that to be a really weird case with the Web comics, where she was just sort of there. you know? Like, I do think there is reason if I like a Wakandan character be there, sure, I can just assume Wakandans are intelligent. But I feel that with Chow being there, I should know who this Wakandan is, and I don't know. Because there's no way it's Shuri, right? There's no way it's Shuri. There's no way it is, like, Shuri. I feel that's a bit ridiculous if it's Shuri. Because she's supposed to be around the age of T'Challa, right? Especially in the MCU. I do think they did something with her in the 2017 show. I'm not sure what they did exactly. But they did something with her, right? In the 2017 show. They did something with her. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did run out of 5. They did something with her in the 2017 show. No, it wasn't the 2017 show. It was was Falcon, whichever the Avengers show is with Falcon, right? It had Falcon who was like, I made my grandma brought my cookies over or whatever. That one, where they were like more interested in Falcon's grandmother's cooking than they were him as an actual character. A lot of the time, just for joke fodder. That show, Shuri was in that, and she was like, I'm a Hulk level character because I managed to beat like this underwater Hulk person. I think it was, who was it? It was someone. She was in that, and I think she was made young in that. So I'm not sure how old Shuri's supposed to be, but I feel that if T'Challa's in the Avengers, she should probably be old enough that she wouldn't be in Oscorp, at least into it. She could be an actual teacher of, like an actual scientist in Oscorp. So I feel it's a bit weird if it is Shuri. I'm not sure who it is, but I think the Janet character, or Jane, whatever, is probably an Ant-Man character. I'd be surprised if it wasn't, because I won't be able to guess who. And I feel if they're doing like the new Avengers thing, they might just. But I don't like the fact that Peter could be in the new Avengers. I don't like that. Miles is in the new Avengers, you know, and I don't want them to make Miles the same age as Peter. I didn't like that in the 2017 show. I don't like that in general. Because Miles isn't supposed to be as adept with being a spider person as Peter is. He's supposed to be your younger Spider-Man. Like, they said it themselves. Spider-Boy is the, like, the 8-year-old Spider-Man. Miles is the 14-year-old, like, teenage Spider-Man. And Peter's the, like... No, it was... Miles is... They said Miles is the 14-year-old Spider-Man. And, Peter's the, like, just leaving college Spider-Man. Which, you know, I have problems with because he's a fully functioning adult. But, you know... In my opinion, Miles is always going to be the teenage Spider-Man. And, Peter is the adult Spider-Man. You know, moving on with his life Spider-Man. But yeah, I don't like the idea that they're trying to set up the new Avengers with Peter. I felt like in the 2017 show, Miles is already just like, it's Peter too, if that makes sense. Like, it felt like everything would go to Peter, and then after that, maybe Miles got a shot. Like, Black Cat specifically has like, I see you, I give you bad luck powers, and look, Peter's first reaction wasn't, I'm gonna send Miles in. Because, to be fair, he was trying to, like, do his spider work without Miles knowing, but, like, I would have just sent Miles in immediately. I'd be like, yeah, this bank robbery is happening. This person has sight-based powers. You have invisibility, go in, Miles. Go off, king. You know? But yeah, I don't like Peter ever being Young Avengers. I just find it bad writing. Not like, oh, stupid writing, but like bad writing, you know? You know? I feel that if you're going to write anyone as a Young Avenger, it should be Miles. I'm okay with him helping the Young Avengers, I'd say that. Right? The New Avengers, I forget what they're called, I just call them the Young Avengers. Which I know is probably a bit, you know, Oh, dang it. So, Crash's nose is a hitbox. So, gotta be this way for that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did it. Okay. Like, you know, I think there's always a good amount of potential for Miles to be, you know... What the heck? What? Okay, so yeah, I'm supposed to jump back. Oh wait, there's a exclamation mark there. Okay, that triggers the exclamation mark. Okay, go at like the end of one. Okay, we have infinite lives here, so we don't need to worry. Yep. I think Friendly Neighbourhood, I think it's trying to set up for Peter to be in the Young Avengers, but again, I hate him. They did this in the 2017 show. I hate young Peter being anywhere near involved with the Young Avengers. I'm okay with him being like older than them and helping them, but I'm not okay with them actively having Peter as a member. I don't like that. I think this 2017 show, I'm okay with it sometimes. Like, Miss Marvel and Peter being together, you know, I feel that, oh my god, this is stupid timing. I'm okay with that. I'm always okay with Peter having like a relationship almost with Miss Marvel if they're similar ages. I'm okay with that. I think the 2017 show almost did it, they just didn't have the balls to. I can definitely get up there. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm trying to... Maybe I'll go up there. Yeah, well that box wasn't there, so I don't think I can even if I wanted to. But, yeah, I have this... I feel it's an editorial change or something that they're trying to stagger Peter towards the Young Avengers. I don't like that. I prefer him being on the Avengers. I prefer him being on the actual roster to being on the Young Avengers team. Like, I don't like Peter on the Avengers team, but I would prefer him being on the Avengers comparatively. Like, in the MCU it makes sense he's on the Avengers, but like, in his own show he shouldn't be on the Avengers. He shouldn't be on any team that isn't Spider-based, or like, you know, in S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm okay with S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm not okay with the Young Avengers. I feel having him... Oh, we can make it. I feel having him be on the Young Avengers eternally makes more sense than him being on... him being on the Avengers makes more sense. Like, it goes S.H.I.E.L.D. is the one that makes the most sense. Then after that, it's... after him being on the Young Avengers, after him being on S.H.I.E.L.D., it's the regular Avengers. Then it's S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh my god, we just slightly forward. How many jumps does those jump boxes take? I have to actually count this time. Yeah, I don't like Peter being on the Young Avengers team. It's literally, it goes Avengers, it goes S.H.I.E.L.D., Avengers, Young Avengers. I'm okay with him being on S.H.I.E.L.D. or connected to a S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm not okay with him being on the Avengers team, normally. I prefer him being on the Fantastic Four than him being on the Avengers team, if that makes sense. Him being involved with the Fantastic Four, it basically goes I think Shield makes more sense just because he's a hero in general. Any heroes technically should have some involvement with Shield. So I think it goes like Shield low involvement, then it goes Fantastic Four, then it goes Shield high involvement, then it goes Avengers, then it goes Young Avengers. There's probably some extra teams that I can't think of off the top of my head, but yeah. I do prefer him being on the Spider team, like a Spider team in general. 1, 2, 3. Oh, dang it. Okay, just jump. Because there's no way we're making it over there, are we? I definitely overreacted there. Yeah, I want those extra lives. We're gonna need them. Like, I don't like Peter on the Young Avengers team. Because that's Miles' place, you know? That's Miles' place. That's Miles' Avengers team. Because Miles shouldn't be on the Avengers team because he's just kind of too young, in a way. It's not like Shazam being on, like, the Justice League, where, like, oh, they just don't know he's a kid, or, like, you know, he has the wisdom of Solomon, you know. So it makes sense that he has the intelligence, he has a lot of the stuff to be on the team, and he's sort of the jokiest member of the team. Like, you know, I feel that Shazam being on the Justice League makes sense. He shouldn't be on the extended, like it's a similar case where, like, I think the new Avengers are the extended Avengers team, in a way, or like the League of Justice or whatever sort of case. So you have like the normal Justice League, then you have like the extended Justice League, and then after that you have like the League of Justice sort of case, where like the League of Justice is anyone who's like a superhero who's fighting on the good side, effectively. Like, you could have Harley Quinn in the, like, League of Justice. Like, she shouldn't be a main member chair, but, like, Shazam being a main member chair just makes sense, you know? You know, like, I think Peter is more of like an extended member of the Justice League. I mean, the extended member of the Avengers, and then he's like he's not a League of Avengers, if that makes sense. Like, he's not in like the extended roster. Miles is in the extended roster. Like, you know, if the main team of Avengers can't deal with the situation, they call in Peter. Then if, like, Peter can't deal with it, and the, like, extended members, like Jen is probably a great example of, like, she's not directly involved with, like, the Avengers, but she's close to being directly involved. Oh, God. You know? But she's not far enough to be like, yeah, you're gonna have to call like 2 different teams before you call Jen. Like, she's quite fast on that. Oh my god. Okay, so I definitely need to deal with at least one box. that middle box before, that lowest like jumpy jump box. We're definitely completing this before we continue the level. One, two, three. Drop. You know, like, I know this is supposed to be talking about friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but I just despise when they're trying to put like Pete anywhere near the new Avengers roster, because it's just such a bad like role for him to be in. Like, he should be on the Avengers team before he should be anywhere close to the new Avengers, and I just don't like when shows try and pivot him towards that. It's why I prefer him to be with Stark, in a way, than Norman Osborn. Because, like, Stark gave him away into the Avengers team. Norman Osborn gets him nowhere. You know, Norman gets him nowhere. They're trying to pivot it towards the new Avengers, but I just feel that's too close to the MCU, then. 1, 2, 3. That sort of puts them too close to like the MCU's original timeline, because the new Avengers are going to be involved with S.H.I.E.L.D. You know, the new Avengers are going to be still involved with all this stuff. Oh my god, how do I trigger the extra hit on the top? Oh, I have to jump into the thing. You get me? Like, I love Chow, man. I love Chow. Because you can have Chow just be an intelligent character. And you can have Chow just be like a Hulk that's intelligent. Like, there's multiple ways to do Chow in a story, which is why I am excited that they're not doing the new event. Because, also, is there Wakandan, like, even on the new Avengers? Like, this might sound mental because I don't actually watch it, but I know our Vision is on the new Avengers, but I don't know if a Wakandan's on the new Avengers. You know, I'm trying to get all the lives from this area before I move on. If I get to like 40 minutes, I'll just continue with my life. But like, you know what I mean with like, I just get really irritated when Peter basically takes Miles's position and stuff. Crap. I do not like Miles being anywhere close to just being Peter's replacement. It's the reason why Miles should get an adjective rather than Miles as his Spider-Man name. You know, because you go like, when you're picking up a Miles comic, you don't pick up like the Majestic Spider-Man or something. You know, you don't pick up the Majestic Spider-Man, you pick up Miles Morales Spider-Man. But Miles shouldn't be just Peter's sloppy seconds. You know, Peter shouldn't be the first come, first served to Miles' stuff. You know, and that's what annoys me about the idea of him being on the new Avengers. Again, I'm never going to remember the name of the Young Avengers, or whatever they're called. New Avengers, Young, whatever. We need to hit that top one. That's our only way to get onto that top row. But yeah, Anyway, moving on. I think Vulture is going to be that old cranky man. I think Vulture is going to be that old cranky man. There's no way around it. He's going to be that old cranky man. He just designed. He looks like he needs back support. He looks like he needs a magnetic spine that keeps him from going on the ground. 1, 2, 3. You know, like, I definitely think if Miles is going to be in the show, I think having Chow be there is okay. But what age is Miles going to be? Like, is he going to be the same age as Peter? Because I don't like that. Basically, I like Miles being the younger Peter, who's less experienced but has more powers. And because Peter's already involved in some of the Avengers programs, Miles gets into some. Yeah, dang. We need to hit that top one. I think that was like my best attempt for getting, you know, around that. So yeah, we need to jump hit that box. One, two, wait. Dang it. Like, yeah, but Jane's there. I think she's an Ant-Man character, or at least she's gonna be an Ant-Man character. Like, I sort of can't look up the names properly other than Chow, because I know Chow. I know what Chow looks like off the top of my head. 1, 2, 3. Because I like Chow. I like Chow. He's a cool character that appears sometimes. I like the intelligent Hulk. Dang it. You know. How much more? We have 0 lives, right? I think. 1. Because if Peter's on the Young Avengers team, it's just gonna feel so awkward. Because this is a really well written Peter. This is a really well written Peter. Like, Peter isn't like too sciencey like he was in the 2017 show, at least the start of that. 1, 2, 3. Well, I feel like later on in the show they just sort of course corrected for the other Spider characters to be important by having Peter be a complete dunce when it came to tech. Wait, is my movement compromised? Does it? Oh my god, it is. Yeah, so you definitely need every bit you can get, because even a little bit extra step, yeah, Crash has a turning cycle. Okay. Sorry this is taking so long. I'm just trying to be like hyper good with my movement. But yeah, I think Miles, if he needs to get in the show, and he's gonna have to be around the same age as Peter. 1, 2, 3. He's gonna need to be the same age as Peter, so it's gonna be another 2017 case. But I don't like him being the same age as Peter, because this is sort of MCU based. Dang it. Oh, we can spin dash it. Okay, we've just opened up an easier case of doing this then. No, we haven't. Technically. Okay, we can spin dash it, but we do need to be specific with the jump. Oh my god, there's an explosive up there! There's an explosive up there! Okay. Yeah, what else? I think Aunt May looks pretty good in this show. They do a good job of making her old, but not like too old. It's mostly the hair color, and like, I love how she interacts with Pia. I'm really enjoying how she interacts with Pia. Okay, I thought that would slow us a bit. You know, we're closing in on the 40 minutes, so we need to do this quick. That was instant. Oh, we really needed to be on that top side. We really need to be on the top side to pull this off, right? One, two, three. Stop! Like, I think a lot of the characters. I love Lonnie I love Lonnie. He's by far just a really good character. I love how him and his team interact. How him and his team interact is like so good. They interact so well. Like so well. Like him and the one guy that has sweaty like palms is even written well. Like as a team part. Like it's so good. It's so good. Hang on, I'm gonna have to let Tabitha out in a second. Tabitha, wait a second. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Gonna let my cat out, then I'll get back with you guys. Local testing. Okay. Yeah, like... Wrong button. How long are we in? We are very, very close to being in a position where we only have 20 minutes left. Okay, so we need to get this right. But like, I think that Miles is probably not going to be in the show. I feel like the biggest complaint of that show, the 2017 show, was that too many spider characters were there. So I think they're going to course correct and be like, okay, let's not put any spider characters in. You know, sorry, I'm just a bit cautious. Now we have to go so fast because we just need the top path. If we don't have the top path, we need to do well on the top path as well. But like, do you get me? Like, am I being mental with these takes? 1, 2. Dang it! But yeah, I do think that like Miles has a lot of potential. Like he has so much potential to be in the show, but he's just not going to be in the show. Like he's not going to be in the show because it would just be ridiculous to have him be in the show. Like I hope he's not. I hope he's not. One, two, three. Okay, we're gonna... Ah, dang it. Okay, we're just gonna have to risk it. What? Okay, a little bit longer for this section, and then we're just gonna end it like there, so we can actually move on with the level. Let's basically get as many lives as we can grab our grubby mitts on. Okay. I'm definitely not good at platforming to pull off like the second level thing consistently. One, two, three. Oh, that's perfect. No! Okay, that's it. Yeah, we're just gonna... If I can get the top path to work, sure. But if I can't, nah, we'll just move on. 1, 2, 3! Like... Oh, he pulled it off. Get out of here. He pulled it off. Nice! I wasn't expecting that. I got an extra life. Nice. Whoa! Okay, and... Whoa! Whoa! Let's go to the left. Okay. I'm gonna lose so many lives on this stupid thing. But like, am I spitting facts? Or am I just spitting, you know? Am I spitting facts or am I in fact just spitting? This got so much harder. 2, 3. No! Okay, we have to time that one accurately or we just die. Oh, dang it! Yeah, there's no way we're winning this. We have too little experience to pull it off. In general. Okay, Gingy is gonna end his stream now. I was just watching in the background. Because he did early. Back to YouTube I go. Sure, I'm probably on episode 5. You're on episode 4, you fool! Dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ah! No, for feck's sake! I don't like this timing either. One, 2, 3, 4. No! Oh my god, now we have to climb back up the tower, like... Oh my god, this is so difficult. Oh, you can make it though. Okay. But yeah. Am I harsh with thingy? 1, 2, 3, 4. I definitely, again, I don't like female Connors. That's just a weird change. Skin color, sure, but like you can't make an excuse. Maybe she's gonna eat her eggs. Maybe she's gonna eat her eggs. It's gonna reference that spectacular Spider-Man scene. She's gonna have a kid and she's gonna eat it. Oh my god, that was very difficult. Please give me another save point. You are incredibly cruel. One, 2. Okay. 1, 2. Oh my god. You are cruel. That's hitting me. Oh no! Yeah, we're dying. We're dying. I know how close we are, by the way. Like, we are, that just seems like we're close. Like, we are just incredibly close. Yeah, we are definitely close. We are getting closer. So we're gonna go out the level, and I'm just gonna chat about thingy now. I'm just gonna chat about friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. The end is in sight. Like, that is so the end. That is so the end. Like, the character, like, teleport is so very close. The end is in sight. Stormy Ascent, I can see the end. And that's my... Like, the thing about... I'm not sure who the two characters with... uh-oh. I was rambling for so long, I forgot Amadeus' name. Charles' name. I was about to say Among Us. But yeah. I think the show's going to be good because the combat's very nice. I loved the first sight of the flame wielder. He was really fun. Hi Tabitha. He was really fun, you know. He was really fun. That fight was great. The fish. You know what have you. Right. But here's the thing, right? If you hear purring, that's because I'm stroking Tabitha. Here's the thing. Again, I don't like female Kurt Connors. That's my biggest out of the two episodes that I don't like. Pearl seems to be Mary Jane. She's just Mary Jane, right? I think Pete lives in an apartment complex. Yeah, he said that. That's a bit weird, but it's a bit more of a modern thing, I guess. You sort of know your neighbours better if you're in an apartment. And I think they're in an apartment in the MCU. Might be, might not be. I think it's definitely a big apartment. It's more like the Friends apartment, where it's just massive. Maybe Aunt May got controlled housing on it somehow. Like in Friends. But yeah, I think that in general, I think Friendly Neighborhood, the animation style really works well because it's a bit bad, but it has great movement. You know, its movement to a degree might be better than Ultimate Spider-Man and Spectacular. But Spectacular was kind of charming in its frame rate that it had, because sometimes the frame rate they had to skip out certain bits, and that looked really stylish in a way. You could really feel the panels and the storyboard. And you can sort of feel the same in Friendly Neighbourhood, but mainly with the talking sections, I'd say. It's a bit weird. I haven't watched Spectacular in a while. But I think the faster frame rate helps it, because you see a lot of moves Peter pulls off in the air. This is a real tricky, like, he does like tricks and stuff, Spider-Man, and I like that. But yeah. Yeah. I can't really say much more than that. I definitely think with Stormy Ascent, the worst part we're having is that little going down section. If I can nail that and the bridges, we should be in a much better position. Yeah, the end is in sight. The end's in sight. I think we got very close to the end. I think we effectively go back to where we were starting, maybe? Maybe. But yeah, I think Friendly Neighbourhood Spider-Man's going to be a good show. I haven't checked out what like other creators are saying about it. Some seem to be very positive about it, and I think some are going to be negative about it in general. But I am liking Friendly Neighbourhood. I think the comic references are cool. I don't like that we know that the future Foundation suit's going to be Osborn suit. I don't like that. I know what the Osborn suit looks like, but I think it's too similar to Peter's finalized design. And because I don't want to do the finalized design, even though he showed it, Peter drawing it. Yeah, I think they could have easily just done the Osborn suit. Also, again, I think Osborn's going to be evil. At the end of it, I think he's going to be evil. He found out that Peter's Spider-Man in the second episode. That's just because Peter's a doofus and an idiot. You're literally in the room with some of the smartest people ever, and then you're in a building full of smart people, and you're literally saying like, oh, turn up I like flames, you know. Maybe if he goes for the mental angle of like he has certain mental problems, so fire's more appealing to him. Maybe that could work, but it's definitely not going to over time. I think Chow's going to find out at the minimum. I think Chow's smart enough to figure it out. I'm not sure about Jane or Janet and the Wakandan girl. That's just because I know Chow a bit better. I've seen him more. I think them two are just going to find out and help Peter out with his suit and stuff. And he's like, oh, I got a spider bite, so I got spider powers. You know, I think that's cool, because then you could eventually have new Avengers. Again, I like the new Avengers stuff, and I also don't. I think it makes sense from a story perspective, but from Peter Parker Spider-Man, I don't like it. It makes sense in the story, and I like it, but I don't like it for being Peter. If the show was focused on Miles, I'd be okay with it. What else? Yeah, I don't like Peter's age. I do like all the Avengers references throughout the show. That's cool. I like the little Spider-Man car thing. That was cool. There's a Hawkeye reference, which means Hawkeye's in the crew. It might just be the MCU team up. I'm hoping to see at least one comic Avenger that isn't on the MCU team. I don't know. And again, I'm hoping Moon Knight shows up. I just like Moon Knight and Peter's dynamic. It's better than the Punisher, and I don't want the Punisher to show up. Daredevil will be fun as well, but mostly Moon Knight. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. Hope you enjoyed my rambling. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye.